New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Couple will have to fork over $45,000 in a family feud sparked when they tossed their son's adult material collection into the trash. A federal judge ordered Beth and Paul Working to pay $30,441 for their 43, yes, that is right, 43-year-old son's David's discarded trove of adult material and toys into the trash. They also have to pay their enthusiast son attorney fees of $14,519. The value of the adult collection, the estimation of the collection was done by a adult collections expert by the name of Dr. Victoria Hartman. As reported, dozens of boxes of items including films, magazines, and toys. But Hartman couldn't value the 107 items on the son's list of items. Quote, however, given the wide range of valuations for individual pieces and the inability of Dr. Hartman to even estimate the value of these pieces, the court declines to use an average value to award damages to these titles. David Working had moved in with his folks in Grand Haven for a few months after his 2016 divorce, but when his parents sent some of his belongings to his new home in Indiana, his favorite films and possessions never arrived. Quote, frankly, David, I did you a big favor. Get rid of this stuff. His father stated that to him in an email after he inquired about where his collection of adult material went. David valued the lost items at close to $25,000, but wanted more because of the destruction of his property, much of which was considered irreplaceable. Some of the more explicit items were stored by working parents in a safety deposit box because they thought it might be illegal. David won his lawsuit last year, but the judge held off on the ruling until damages could be determined. Quote, in this case, there is no question that the destroyed property was David's property. Defendants repeatedly admitted that they destroyed the property and that they do not dispute what they did with his property. Okay, to all of the parents out there, I would love your insight dealing with this story, right? Number one, how many of you would have a 45-year-old, I guess you could say newly divorced son directly living with you along with all of his items, right, directly coming to your house, right? And then on top of that, not only that, right, but then having to basically pay your son back for the items that were either not specifically returned to his new address or the ones that were just thrown directly into the trash. Like, I'm a little bit 50-50 on this, right? Because realistically, right, for all intents and purposes, all of those things, no matter what they are, all of those things are 100% his. He spent the money for them. It is what it is, right? It's you know, bank account, whatever it is, right? And at no point in time should the parents have thrown away any of the items, even if it is stuff that they 100% disagree with. It's nothing that you should have thrown away. Like I said, it is. Your job was to just ship it directly to him, not directly, you know, go through it or stumble upon it, however they did, and decide what you were going to throw away and then what you were going to keep, right? Now, on the other hand, right, I would have said, for me, right, for the son, he should have had that in storage. I'm just going to be 100% honest. Things like that you don't bring to your parents' house, right? you put that in storage. You keep it at, you know, one of your boys' house, or a girl that you know that ain't gonna bother. Like you'll just have it, you know, directly in that section. So the moment of time you can pick yourself up, you can you know, put yourself into a new place. You go over to that person's house and you basically bring it there instead of bringing it directly to your parents' house. Like I said before, I felt that this situation could have been way more thought out versus, you know, how it came about. But you know, it is what it is. And then on top of that, I didn't even know that they actually use experts, right, to try to give a listing on what it is when it comes to you know, the types of toys and the videos and maybe some of the other items that were basically listed slash unlisted in the story. So, you know, like I said, this is a little bit wild for me. But as I stated before, for a lot of the parents out there, how would you react to this same thing basically transpiring in your home by way of your child? Even if the child isn't yeah, even if your child isn't in their 40s. Like, let's say your child was newly divorced, you know, and they were in their 20s. Like, maybe, like, let's say they got married directly out of high school, like 18, 19, and they got divorced by 21, 22. Like, how would you basically feel, or how would you go about the situation if, you know, your child, newly divorced, was basically staying with you, and then all of their items, and I do mean all of their items, right, came specifically to your house, and you just so happened to have stumbled upon them on the fact that, you know, you were supposed to send them, or, you know, or different things, you know, like that. Like I said, let me know how that discussion will go. Let me know your reaction, you know, in the comment description below. But yeah, that 45 grand, that's a price tag. I guess he must have had like a dungeon setup, foldable dungeon setup. Like, yeah, yo, this man must have had like some harnesses in there. He must have had like some gags in there. Yo, it was probably a lot of stuff. I was listening to some people like, yo, Seiji, like, why you listening? Like, how you know about this stuff? Look here, we're all adults here. We're all adults, people. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.